Aloha, everybody. This is Tiggy Maximus with Tiggy Maximus Talks, episode 53 on YouTube. I just want to get on here pretty quickly, talk about two things. Um, I went to a comedy show on Wednesday, at the Pally Wine Company. It was a cash comedy show. Um, Show was headlined by Cat Alvarado. My first time seeing her. Um, Started off with Cash Habib, the host. Um, he kind of did his same jokes, same behavior, same style, and still funny. I would say his stuff was about, at this time, probably 7.5 out of 10. He always puts on great shows, though. Um, I do kind of wish. I think I've seen maybe a set of his, just one full set of his once at the boxing club, but he does have some jokes in between comics that he's introducing at his shows. Um, but yeah, um, hopefully I get to see a full set of his again soon, see if anything's different. Um, so after he went up, he introduced a comic I've never seen before, Ari Arijana Ramich from, I guess, Seattle. So this lady was pretty funny. Um, she had a great interaction with the two guys in the front row, and I guess there was a big bowl of nuts on their table. So she just wanted to show everybody what was on their table, and I would say from her entire set, I would give her an 8.3 out of 10. So seems like a cool lady, a redhead. Um, Next up, we have a familiar face, Natasha Collier. I've seen her before at the Don't Tell Comedy, San Diego, and it was at the Miramar location, which was at the Ale Smith Brewery. Funny lady. Um, I think it was mostly maybe half of it was mostly some of the same jokes I've seen and heard from previous sets. I did see her before at the mic drop. Um, and I would say her set wasn't too bad. I would give her an 8 out of 10. Um, I did get to talk to her after the show, got a picture again, and she let me know that there's a show of hers she's working with. I think she said she's working with Kylie Troop. So I look forward to that on March 10th, Friday. It's going to be on 30th Street or 30th Avenue. So that should be a cool show to catch. Next up, we have Camille Waters. Um, she's actually a very reliable um, comic, and you've seen her around quite a bit around San Diego, actually. A good friend of mine. I'm glad to get to know her. Um, it was mostly the same stuff. In this case, she actually replaced a female on the lineup. She told me that she got the call at 3:30, which is like 4 hours before showtime. Apparently, the previous lady comic had to no show, uh, and Cash Comedy Cash Habib had to call upon Camille Waters to step in. So she's super funny. Um, Even though it was mostly the same jokes, but it still fit pretty well with the crowd. So I would give Camille an 8.5 out of 10. Um, and then your headliner. was Cat Alvarado. My first time seeing her. She brought her dog Leo with her. Very um, anxious dog, and it was a good thing. Leo had like a lot of layers on because it was kind of cold, and the person who got to dog sit Leo while Cat Alvarado was on stage was Melissa Wiseman. So it was cool seeing Melissa there. Um, so Cat set, since it's the first time seeing her, but she did indicate in her set that this was pretty much all new material and pulling some old jokes because she did an album and she can't do the same material off of her album or something. So it did seem like it was a little slow starting, um, but it kind of caught on. The crowd started to warm up to the jokes, but then it kind of the vibe kind of went down a little bit, just kind of waiting to see how Cat's jokes would turn out to be. But it was more like storytelling, so that was pretty cool. I can't wait to see more of her stuff. Um, I think I will give Cat's comedy set an 8.25. Um, so hopefully, when I see her again, she might have some new stuff, and I um, might be more mentally invested in her set. So, but she's a really nice lady. I can't wait to see her again and the other comics as well. So, overall, good show. I ended up getting a Moroccan salad with chicken thighs. So, that was really good. Very tasty. I recommend it actually at the Pali Wine Company on Little Italy on India Street. So um, I would say that Moroccan salad was probably a nine out of 10 actually. So really good stuff. I would like to say that the waitress that was serving my table in particular, there's something a little off about her, and I don't know if she was just mad at me or if maybe that's just her attitude. She seemed to kind of lighten up when I had to start paying my tab, but um, I just don't know what it is. Maybe just because I ordered water with my food. I didn't order wine actually, so maybe that's it. And what else can you do, right? Um, so I'm going to another comedy show on Friday. I'm going to see Jiaoying Summers at the Mic Drop. I'm bringing some friends with me, and hopefully it'll be a good show. And afterwards, I am going to stay in that room and I'm going to watch the Roast Wars Roast Battle. I believe it's going to be hosted by Mikey Perry, so that should be fun. Um, Hopefully, some of my friends will stick around for that. So we'll see. Um, the other thing I want to talk about actually is the WWE's Elimination Chamber. It's happening Saturday night from 5 to 8, which is perfect because I'm going to another comedy show at, I think it's like 9 or 10 o'clock at the Mic Drop again with Camille Waters, um, Black Outside Comedy. So that should be fun. Um, so watch WWE's Elimination Chamber. And also, I might actually get to see some XFL action because the XFL will actually return in full force. It's going to be probably before WWE's Elimination Chamber will start at 5. So there'll probably be a game at 1, probably a big game at 4. Didn't need to double check that, but should be fun. Um, You got a team from Arlington. You got a team from San Antonio. You got a team from Vegas. You got a team from Seattle. I think St. Louis. Um, there's a team I think is um, there might be a team from I want to say mm, mm, hmm, good question. I mean, it's pretty much teams in the north and teams from the south. So, um, I mean, there are probably some teams in Florida, um, and a good bit of teams are actually um, in Texas, actually. But they did keep some teams um, in St. Louis, and I think there's a team in Seattle. But they had a team in LA, but they think they moved them to Vegas. So yeah, so it should be a lot of four fun games this weekend. Two games on Saturday, two games on Sunday. So I'm glad that the XFL returned in 2023. It should now actually last a lot longer now, now that the league is back, when everything is coming back now, and we're at the tail end of this pandemic. So things are almost back to normal. Um, but yeah, um, so aside from that, another comedy show in the XFL. I want to talk about WWE's um, Elimination Chamber. Make my make my predictions. Let's start with um, a big matchup actually. Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley. Um, this is going to be a hard fought battle. It'll be a lot of hard hitting, and this is technically the rubber match, 1-on-1. So I mean, they did have a match together, but it was inside the Elimination Chamber for Bobby Lashley's. Um, I think it was his WWE Championship at the time. But but there was something that happened, and I remembered Bobby Lashley was still in his pod, and Brock Lesnar was still in his pod, and there was a sequence of events, and one of the wrestlers got thrown through the, I guess you could say, the plexiglass outside of Bobby Lashley's pod, and the person was thrown through that plexiglass and crashed right into Bobby Lashley, and Bobby Lashley got injured and was taken out of the chamber, and he did not compete in the chamber. So whoever won the match would have been the new WWE champion, which turned out to be Brock Lesnar. So, um, so in terms of one-on-one, Bobby Lashley did beat Brock Lesnar to become the WWE champion before that Elimination Chamber, and then at what was it? Um, um, Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar did see each other at the in Saudi Arabia, Crown Jewel, and that was when Brock Lesnar did pin Bobby Lashley when Bobby Lashley was trying to do the hurt lock, but ended up not being able to let go of the hold, while Brock Lesnar was able to kind of push off the ropes and um, stayed on top of Bobby Lashley. And with the hold still in place, Brock Lesnar got the 1, 2, 3 and the victory. So the series between the two of them is tied 1-1. Hopefully, at the Elimination Chamber, there will be a winner and we'll take a 2-1 lead in this trilogy. So, um, it might become a no contest um, or maybe a double disqualification or something, or a double count out. Um, but if I were to pick a winner, I think Brock Lesnar beats Bobby Lashley. But I can't wait to see this fight, and I'm kind of curious where it's going to be placed on the card. Um, so that's my pick: Brock Lesnar over Bobby Lashley. Another match we have, it's um, Edge and Beth Phoenix going up against Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley. Should be a good battle. You get the Grit couple. You get the Judgment Day. This should be a good back and forth battle, and I feel that um, Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor will defeat Beth Phoenix and Edge. Um, so I'll stick with that pick. Um, we also have um, I believe it's um, the women's elimination chamber, featuring Nikki Cross, um, Natalia, Carmella, Raquel Rodriguez, um, Liv Morgan, Asuka. Um, so the winner of this particular elimination chamber match between these ladies, um, the winner will take on Bianca Belair for her Raw Women's Championship at the WrestleMania, and um, I have a feeling that Asuka is gonna win this one. She's gonna outlast Liv Morgan for sure. She's gonna outlast Carmella. She's gonna outlast Natalia. She's gonna outlast Nikki Cross, and it might come down to Raquel Rodriguez and Asuka, but I think Asuka will outlast Raquel as well. So I'd like to see Asuka versus Bianca. So that should be fun. Honestly, that's a great matchup at WrestleMania because you're trying to put together a lot of great matches. Um, so there's that. In the men's elimination chamber, um, I would say so it's for the United States Championship, and Austin Theory would be defending his United States Championship in that match. And you got Seth Rollins. Um, you got um, Bronson Reed. That's three. Damian Priest. That's four. Johnny Gargano. That's five. Um, and then oh, you got um, you got what's his name? Oh, uh, Montez Ford. That's six. I don't know if Montez Ford will win. I don't feel it. Johnny Gargano, he might give a great effort, but I don't think he's gonna win. Um, Bronson Reed, I think he probably won't get it, and I think it'll be a team up to get him um, pinned. So it'll come down to Damian Priest, Austin Theory, and Seth Rollins. And I can see one of them, those three, coming out with the United States Championship. Um, So my guess is that it's gonna be Damian Priest. That's gonna be my shock pick there to win the United States Championship and walk out the chamber as the new United States champion, which does kind of open Austin Theory to some opportunities. Not sure what it will be going forward because he'll probably try to get into WrestleMania. And my guess is that if the United States Championship is on the line at WrestleMania, Austin Theory will probably challenge Damian Priest. So that would actually be a great matchup, actually. And then I think this is the last match of the night. Roman Reigns will be defending his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Sami Zayn. It's going to be in Montreal. Um, what I think will happen with this great home crowd for Sami Zayn, um, it might be a close match. It might have a thrilling ending, and my guess is that Roman Reigns will still retain his undisputed WWE Universal Championship, but it might be close. So I still think it's gonna be Roman versus Cody at WrestleMania. That's the big money matchup, and I still think it's gonna happen, and it'll still be epic. And yeah, that's my pick. Roman Reigns will win. Um, so that's all I want to talk about tonight, guys. Thank you for listening. I also have a podcast on Spotify. Same name, Tiggy Maximus Talks. So like, subscribe. If you feel like it, make a small donation. Anything is appreciated. Um, and just tell your friends about this podcast. I'll keep churning stuff out. Hopefully, you guys will help me get more followers, more listeners, and just rolling in the money. So, anywho, I'll talk to you guys later. Next time, I'll talk to you guys about um, my predictions for UFC Fight Night. Blanche, I think it's Blanchfield versus Jessica Andrade. So I'll make my predictions quickly for that one, and I'll tell you what happens with maybe um, after another comedy show review with Zhao Ying Summers and um, yeah, and the roast battle. So stay tuned for that, guys. I'll talk to you guys later, and have a lot of fun. Have a good time this weekend, and be safe, and have some good food, have some good comedy shows, watch some good sports, and always have a good time. And always stay true to yourself. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. Tiggy Maximus signing off. Booyaka!